He was battered in Operation Sindoor, first elevated as a Field Marshal, now made Chief of Defence Staff. Pakistan officially ends civilian rule. This is the disastrous legacy of a dictator.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Explained by NewsX with me, Uday Pratap Singh. Asim Munir is all set to become Pakistan's senior-most uniformed authority across all three branches of Air Force, Navy and Army. Asim Munir is not only the Chief of Army Staff but also Chief of Defence Forces now. Shehbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, had proposed the 27th constitutional amendment to create the post of Chief of Defence Forces or CDF. The position will be held by the serving Chief of Army Staff, a position currently held by Asim Munir, who will simultaneously become the constitutionally recognized head of Pakistan's Army, Navy and Air Force. This bill simultaneously abolishes the position of Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee. This position used to be the top coordinating office amongst Pakistan's military services. Asim Munir was appointed Chief of Army Staff for the Pakistan Army in November 2022. In May 2025, he was elevated to the rank of Field Marshal. Munir's Field Marshal title came just days after Pakistan suffered military setbacks at the hands of India during Operation Sindoor. Despite considerable losses during Operation Sindoor, including reported damage to multiple air bases and failed drone incursions, Munir's promotion was publicly celebrated. Official statements claimed his exemplary courage and determination and cited his leadership during operations like Mark-I-Haq and Operation Bunyanum Marsoos. However, satellite images and independent reports suggest something else. Extensive damage to Pak military infrastructure was recorded after Operation Sindoor. Well, the Field Marshal rank should be conferred after a military victory, but Munir's case could be the first time it was awarded after a defeat. In a country where the national sentiment is consolidated around the army, Munir's upgrade was intended to mask defeat. More interesting is that in 2025, Munir became only the second individual in Pakistan's history to hold that 5-star rank of Field Marshal. The first person to be elevated to the rank of Field Marshal was Ayub Khan in 1959. In fact, Ayub Khan seized power in a 1958 coup against President Iskandar Mirza and awarded himself the title for the following year. This military dictator ruled Pakistan with an iron grip for over a decade. Unlike Ayub Khan, who decided to become president after promoting himself to Field Marshal, Munir continued to be Army Chief after May 2025. Field Marshal title came with lifetime tenure, full military privileges and immunity from civilian or judicial oversight. And as soon as one would think that this is the highest possible rank, Pakistan's politics has once again astonished the world. With Munir's new position as Chief of Defence Forces, Munir could be unimaginable with the span of powers he now holds. Let's unpack this person by tracing his roots. Munir was born in Rawalpindi, Pakistan in 1968 into a Muslim family, with their roots lying in Jalandhar, Punjab, from where his parents migrated following the 1947 partition of India. They moved to Toba Tek Singh before settling down in Rawalpindi's Dheri, Hassanabad. His father, Syed Sarwar Munir Shah, was the principal of the FG Technical High School, Lal Kurti, Rawalpindi, and the Imam of a mosque, Masjid Al-Qureshi, situated in a locality of Dheri, Hassanabad, where he often delivered the Friday sermon. Munir also has two brothers. Munir received his early religious education at the Markazi Madrasa Darul Tajweed. He was also a local cricketer, playing as a fast bowler. Munir graduated from the Fuji School, Japan, the Command and Staff College, Quetta, the Malaysian Armed Forces College, Kuala Lumpur, and the National Defence University, Islamabad, where he earned his MPhil in Public Policy and Strategic Security Management. Let's look into his military career in Pakistan. Munir did not follow the most elite route to enter the Pak military. He was a cadet of the Officers Training School, or OTS, rather than the Pak Military Academy, or PMA, that ensures direct entry route to the military. Established in 1947, PMA is the premier institution for training regular commissioned officers of the Pak Army. It's Pakistan's equivalent of India's National Defence Academy or the US West Point Military Academy. The OTS was created in 1971 to train short service and non-regular commissioned officers. Its goal was to meet sudden manpower shortages, especially during wars or internal unrest. Unlike PMA, OTS officers are not long-term career officers. Many serve short commissions of 5 to 10 years. After OTS, he was commissioned into the 23rd Battalion of the Frontier Force Regiment. He was also awarded the Sword of Honour as a top-performing cadet upon passing out from the Officers Training School. During his early military career, he was posted in Saudi Arabia. In 2014, Munir was promoted to the post of Major General. He commanded troops in the Force Command northern areas and an infantry brigade in the northern areas of Pakistan. He was appointed Director General Inter-Service Intelligence in early 2017. He was awarded the Hilal-e-Imtiaz in March 2018. This is the second highest civilian award, an honour given to both civilians and military officers of the Pak Armed Forces. From 2021 to November 2022, Lieutenant General Munir was posted at GHQ as the Quartermaster General of the Pakistan Army. In 2022, he was appointed as the 11th Chief of the Army Staff following the ouster of Imran Khan. Munir's background sets him apart from his predecessors. He is the first Pakistan Army Chief to have been educated at a madrasa and is known for his religious rhetoric and emphasis on ideological nationalism. Coming from a prominent Sayyid family with direct lineage traced to the Prophet Muhammad, Munir often speaks to troops in Punjabi and references Islamic themes in his speeches. Let's listen in to one of them.
तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए, रियासत की जंग लड़ रहे हो, अल्लाह तुम लोगों के साथ है, ठीक है, क्योंकि तुम लोग अल्लाह की जंग लड़ रहे हो, उसके साथ नहीं है, क्योंकि अल्लाह ने हुक्म दिया हुआ है। ये मौलवी साहब खड़े हैं, इनको पता होगा, इन्नमा जज़ाउल्लज़ीना युहारिबूनल्लाह व रसूलहू व यसअऊना फिल अर्ज़ि फसादन अन युक़तलू, आगे क्या है, औ युसल्लबू औ तुक़त्ता अयदीहिम व अर्जुलुहुम मिन ख़िलाफिन औ युनफ़ऊ मिनल अर्ज़। आपने ये सारे काम किए हैं। अल्लाह ताला ने हुक्म दिया है कि जो अल्लाह और उसके रसूल से लड़ाई करता है और ज़मीन पर फसाद।
In September 2024, Munir publicly acknowledged Pak Army's involvement in the Kargil conflict of 1999. This is significant because Pak official discourse had long been more muted about the nature of the conflict. By listing Kargil amongst the major wars fought with India, Munir asserted the Army's role in that contested war. Beyond Kargil, his tenure as Chief of Army Staff has been the most serious military engagement with India in a decade in April and May 2025. While Pakistan claims to have defended itself, it did not win in operational terms and may have sustained serious damage or reputational cost. On your screens, you can see the strike conducted by India during Operation Sindoor. Just days before the Pahalgam attack in April 2025 that triggered India's Operation Sindoor, Munir reiterated Pak's stance on Kashmir, calling it the country's jugular vein.
Our stance on Kashmir is absolutely clear. It was our jugular vein. It is our jugular vein. We will not forget it. And we will not leave our Kashmiri brethren in their heroic struggle, what they are waging against the...
But the real showdown by Munir is happening in Afghanistan. Asim Munir has redefined Islamabad's posture towards Afghanistan, steering it away from the earlier strategy of engagement and proxy management towards one of open confrontation and punitive control. His tenure marks a shift from the approach of his predecessors, who sought to maintain leverage in Kabul through Taliban factions, to a more hardline stance focused on direct military retaliation. Munir has approved and overseen cross-border strikes and repeated attacks in Afghanistan on the pretext of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which operates from Afghan soil. As any resolution that was in sight after the Islamabad peace talks have collapsed, this happened as Pak conducted strikes in Afghanistan just before the third phase of negotiations. Under General Munir's tenure, Pak has witnessed a resurgence of insurgent violence, particularly in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. As militant groups have regained momentum and intensified their attacks on security forces, the Jafar Express has been a major target of Baluch insurgent forces. In March 2025, Baluch Liberation Army took 214 people hostage and claimed to have killed 30 military personnel after blowing up the tracks and firing on the Jafar Express train. In August 2025, Pak witnessed 59 terror attacks. These incidents include 29 attacks in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 28 in Balochistan, and 2 in Punjab. As of 9th November 2025, Pak Railways has temporarily suspended the Jafar Express service between Quetta and Peshawar for 4 days till 12th November, citing heightened security threats in Balochistan. In summary, Munir's policies appear to prioritize heavy military presence, securitization of restive provinces, expansion of military's economic interests, and the assertion of Pak's territorial claims, especially in Kashmir. Let's talk about his personal relations now. One of the most politically charged aspects of Munir's rule is his relationship with former PM Imran Khan and the Pak Tehreek-e-Insaf or PTI party. Imran publicly accused Munir of orchestrating a sweeping crackdown on the PTI, denying the party's democratic mandate, imprisoning Khan and many of his advisors, and also converting the state into a dictatorship under military control. Khan has alleged that Munir was vindictive after being removed as ISI chief in 2019. He also accused Munir of targeting his wife Bushra Bibi and using fabricated cases to keep him and his supporters incarcerated. Since General Munir took over as Pak's army chief more than 2 years ago, he's been accused of quietly consolidating greater power without even having to topple the country's civilian rulers. As he kept himself largely out of the limelight, he established an iron grip over the army's ranks and bent government policy and even the Supreme Court to his will. Whether Munir follows the path of Ayub Khan and takes formal control of the state or remains its shadow ruler, one thing is clear in Pakistan: power has shifted away further from its elected institutions and deeper into the barracks.
He was battered in Operation Sindoor, first elevated as a Field Marshal, now made Chief of Defence Staff. Pakistan officially ends civilian rule. This is the disastrous legacy of a dictator.